Hello, welcome to this week's episode of my conversion project, converting my E91, BMW E91 to electric. So, yeah, I hope you enjoy. So let's get into it. So just playing around with the gear shifter on this board that displays the PNDR and all that. I've desoldered the second pin in and soldered this wire into place because I can't be bothered figuring out what connector this is. But that just needs to be 12 volts, and on there all these wires were broken on mine and twisted together and wrapped with sellotape, so I have put some heat shrink on, soldered them, put some heat shrink on, and I've cut off this connector. I guess these are the feedback wires that I won't be using, and the green one is ground, so I'll show you in a minute, but if I put 12 volt on this red one and ground on that one and move the shifter, the lights light up. And then there's also the position lock to overcome, but I'll show you that too afterwards. Right, currently in park, you can see I've got 12 volts negative on the green, 12 volt on the positive, P, R, N, D, and this is the parking lock. This little lever there. As you can see, I've removed the solenoid at the minute. That's usually over there to activate that. Just going to change it so that I've got control of this when I put 12 volt ignition on, and I can just pull that up. So we'll come back to that. Right, so ignition is off. Right, it's locked in park. Ignition is now on. Park, reverse, neutral, drive. Ignition is off. And we're locked again. So that's the modifications done. So I just need to provide ignition to this one and ground to that one. That's that done. There we go. Just started working on this mount. It's taken me all day to come up with this, get in position and sort of come up with that. So I'm going to just make one exactly the same for that side, put a piece across, and then these two rubber doodahs. So the piece that goes across from that one to that one, two rubber ding-doos, and then a piece across from that side to mount that in. And that should do the back. Might also just put another piece across there, weld that in so that a bit extra. It's not going to hurt. I need to get some new bolts as well. These have got, the top part of them's not threaded, so they don't go all the way in. But yeah, that's for today. That's where we are today. This is the current state. Got this bracket there, one at the other side, and then these two bolts to the gearbox. I'm just going to bring something down from there. Probably a piece of box or something. Line across there, put the rubber mounts in somewhere, chop these off, and then that should be the back sort of done. I'll put some strengthening bits in, probably pick these bolts up as well, maybe, or maybe this one back there, don't know yet. But yeah, that's where we've got to so far. and it's raining. So I laid under the car, questioning my life on why I'm doing this. But there we are, that's the current state. Right, so just tacked these on just to bring this down a little bit lower, just to give me some more space. I'm going to put that across there. And that rubble up to there. Two of these little rubber ding-doos on. Play it down there, straight across there. Something like that. And I think I'll call that done. Maybe put it about there. Play it down there and across. Set on the doodahs. Yeah, and I think that'll do for the rear mount. Probably add a bit of strengthening in. Fill them holes in before. Weld them in later on. But yeah, if you can get your gearbox with the rear mount or the rear mounting hardware, just get it with it. It's a lot less faffery. But onwards. Right, just made this little bracket there. Bolt in there and there. Obviously this is the one from the other day. Goes somewhere like that. Is it there? Something there. Two of these little rubber ding-doos. That needs a little spacer or something just to work at the correct time. So in parallel, while I am waiting for the prop shaft to come so I can get it made up, I've just been looking at where the inverter's going to go. I think I'm going to put it off to one side and hopefully put the charger there, heater over there maybe, and still leave all that for the batteries. This is one of the brackets. It still needs the weld cleaning up, drilling holes and putting the rib nuts in. That's gonna go there. Need to do one for the other side, and that's the inverter mount. There we are, both mounts for the inverter. Yeah. Recently discovered these things, flap discs, and pretty good. Clean the metal up nicely, which thanks to Craspy on Damon's Discord, I actually did for this bracket, and the welds look a hell of a lot better. So, need to stop being lazy with the welds. So that'll do for this week. Progress is, well, progressing. Yeah, I'm still a bit spending a bit of time thinking about getting the alignment of the output flange, and what I think I'm going to do is I'll wait until I've got the prop shaft shortened and the new flange put on before I get the final position of that and make up finish making up the mounts. So yeah, I'm going to leave those there as they are for now, and obviously you've seen I've started on the inverter mount, so I'm probably going to be next week I'll probably be just tacking the inverter mount on, looking at the mount for the oil pump controller, and possibly starting on the mount for the charger, the Outlander charger. I think I found a place that'll do the prop shaft modification. A couple of places I called, they just will not do it for a BMW. Something to do with the rubber, what they call them, guibos or donuts or what have you. They said they haven't got the correct adapters to balance it. I found this one place that'll do it without balancing it. Obviously, like I said, you can't balance it, and there's no guarantees and all that sort of thing, but at least he's willing to do it, so possibly be using him, but we'll see what else I can find out. But yeah, so that's the progress so far. Like, comment, subscribe, and see you next week.